Where are you
Yeah,
at?
so we should talk free agency. I feel like people keep blasting us on Twitter talking about what your plan is, and I feel like you've crystallized a pretty good plan at the moment, and so maybe you can just spell that out for our audience.
Sure. Just taking my time. I feel no rush to make any sort of decision on next season. And I felt that way when the season ended, and I feel that way now. My focus right now is just hanging with my family and enjoying the off season. And we'll make a decision on next season, what team, what city, etc. Probably sometime in the next 2 or 3 months. But I would say pretty much definitively, like I won't be in a training camp to start the season. That's not going to happen. So I'll join a team at some point this season and finish the year and try to go get a chip.
Yep, I think that's right.
That's the plan.
I think that we don't have to belabor it, but people do this all the time. This happens where people join teams at various stages, and you've had a long year, to put it mildly, with a lot of stuff.
It's been a long career, man.
You've had a long career, and so it is gonna. So we'll provide updates on the show and everything like that. But I basically think
this
that
actually is a good segue into something I want to talk about before you ask another question. But like you said, I've had a long year. Like, yeah, everybody's had a long year, a year plus. Everybody in the NBA has had. Anybody that participated in the bubble and then went through this season has had a very long, basically 2 seasons in one. I mean, it seemed to me like it just didn't end, which is why the guys that played in the Olympics, like I am so impressed with that commitment. And to highlight specifically Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Devin Booker, who, Drew had a new son born last fall. So he's been out playing under protocols, all this stuff, away from his family, plays in the finals, gets on a plane, goes to the Olympics to represent his country and hoops. Like Drew Holiday now is like a household name.
He balled out.
He's a hero.
He had a pretty strong 3-week stretch there. I mean, it played out nicely for him, for the three of them, really, because the team obviously was going to take a few games to, just get their sea legs under them, especially with like international basketball. But it timed out where they came in and they started winning, and that was that. And so it was a good look.